Hello and welcome to the very last fan cam of the season, right here on the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. As you all know by now, it's AGT. I hope you're all very well. Here again for another match rundown after we beat Newcastle 3-1 away from home. To get into the details, if you haven't seen the match already, we go behind after 30 seconds, 26 seconds, I think it is. And then gradually the match becomes easier and easier, and Mane finishes it off. I'm going to add Doyle, my bro, into the stream. First and foremost, how are we doing, fella? You good?
Yeah, man. Great little game to watch there at the end of the season. Made up.
Yeah, so let's talk about the game itself. I mean, obviously, Doyle, it did mean anything. And I think this season was actually the first final game of the season in Klopp's tenure where there was nothing riding on it. So it was actually quite nice going into a game where everything had been wrapped up. We'd done our business. Obviously, 30 seconds, we go 1-0 down. Nice, beautiful weighted header from the big man, and then it just carries on.
Yeah, as soon as we went down, do you know what? It was better than all the responses that we had in the other games after lockdown. As soon as we went down, we just had the ball for ages, and then we eventually just broke them down and scored. Boss little game to watch. I love Mane's goal at the end. The little clip it's just
he's
sick,
brilliant at that. I can actually think of a few goals like Arsenal at home where he drops the left shoulder, comes in on the right and bends it into that far corner. Fantastic goal. Divock Origi as well. A special shout out to the boy Divock. I know you shared on your story, Dory, the other day, a picture of him kind of waiting in the Kop for a while after everyone had gone home the other night. I mean, is that his last Liverpool goal?
No, I can see him staying, lad. I mean, it depends if we sign somebody in the summer, doesn't it, really? And I don't know who we're going to sign as centre forward. This is the thing with Liverpool's summer right now, going after this game. Them questions, I don't really know any answers to them right now, to be honest.
Yeah, Hardcode says we need to buy players as we have plenty of money from winning the Premier League and qualifying for the Champions League as well. We got the Nike deal. I saw a tweet about this earlier. I think we've earned 55 million from merit money, they call it. To me, that would mean that there's 55 million in the bank. So, Doyle, do we spend that money? Can you see us dipping into that wallet now?
I want us to. I think we do need a few. If you look at City have got that depth that we just don't have. We've got a fantastic starting 11, maybe 13, 14 players, but we need that second team that City have. When it comes to injuries next season, you can't just rely on Virgil or Mo or Mane to not get injured. We need backups. I think we need to buy somebody. I don't know who, and I don't know where.
You say that. Yeah, I mean, there's a few names knocking about. I mean, one name that would be easy for us to get is Ryan Brewster. He's coming back to us very soon. 10 goals in 19 games. I mean, would you have him and Divock backing up the front three next season?
Well, it depends what Brewster's going to be like when he comes back. He's been on fire, hasn't he, in Swansea? He scored some belters as well. I've seen some of his goals. But I just hope he comes back.
A foul goal last night. I don't know if you saw that one.
Nah,
literally 30 yards away, top bins.
He's done a few of them, you know. He's done a few 30-yarders. He's done a good few volleys, and he's been playing well. But it's different in the Premier League, and so when he comes back, I want to see him doing that. Like you see the likes of Mason Greenwood, and mate, that kid. I hate to say it. You know what I mean, lads?
He's talented.
I'm not even going to talk about that anyway. But yeah, we need to strengthen the team somewhere, definitely, and we definitely need to get. The problem with our team is that starting 11 is too good for anyone to be replaced. Yeah. So anyone
even the midfield, you'd say, yeah.
Maybe, lads, Naby's coming into his game now. Yeah. Naby's playing well, and he's that attacking midfielder with that creativity and that vision, as well as the execution that we've been. He's been the one that we've been waiting for, lad. And I think next season he'll be even better, So I don't even know if that Thiago and all that.
I mean, personally, I'd love Thiago. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I've been holding out for Thiago.
He's a winner, lad, and do you know what I mean? We could see him in a team, but I just don't know. Would he be happy sitting on the bench, lad, sometimes? Would
he be happy on the bench? It's a tough one to say. I mean, off our bench today, we bring on Mala. We bring on... I've had a few of spice rums and orange juices, I'm not going to lie to you. But we bring on Mo Salah, we bring on Firmino, and we bring on Salah. Salah hits the post. Mane scores. Firmino, is just always causing a nuisance. I mean, that is some bench to bring on. I mean, compared to Newcastle, and also it was actually quite sad to see Minamino go off. I think he was really lively. Obviously, had that wonder strike in the first half that was saved. It would have been so great for him to get a goal today.
Yeah, that would have been boss. That he had a little strike, didn't he? That was going top left, and he just got saved. It, lad. It's gutted for him, But another one. He needs to just come into his game, doesn't he? He needs to learn the language and all that, and fit in a bit more, and he will, lads. He looks all right. He looks like he knows how to play footy. It's just, I think he needs a goal. As soon as he gets a goal, he'll feel better, lads.
Yeah, he's actually won 6 league titles in a row. Finally, Doyle, I mean, we have amassed 196 points in the last... 196 points. Grizz Khan just tweeted, so I believe his stats. But we've immaculated 196, in 2 seasons. I mean, it's quite something, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like, it's quite something.
It's just, you can't even put it into words, can you? Like, this team. Do you know what, though? Do you know what we are, lad? Yeah. Do you know what Liverpool is? The fucking inevitables, lad. We always come back, lad. We always fucking do it, lad. I don't know another team like us that can go right to the bottom and come right back up, lad. That's what Liverpool do, lad. And we've done it in the last 2 years and being the best fucking team in the world.
Lad. Yes, lad.
You know what I mean?
Love it. Listen, I'm not going to apologise for the swearing because I know Doyle and he's actually held it in for us beautifully so far because every other word with this guy is a swear. But listen, Doyle, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. I'm sure I'll see you in the next week or so anyway. But take care,
right, brother. See you later.
Man. Right, as usual, guys, please keep commenting on the stream. Please keep liking the video and share it, of course. I've got Stro next on, and then I'm going to bring in Daz just shortly after. My brother Stro, how are we, man?
On top of the world, my brother. How are you?
Very likewise. I mean, it's been a heavy week of drinking, to be quite frank with you, buddy. Yeah, it's been an absolute mad one, but a nice way, man, to round off the season. Are you happy?
Yeah, it's like obviously tweet before. Listen, 99 points, broke the club record. 14 away wins, broke the club record. 32 wins, I think it was, or 34 wins, or whatever it was, equaled City's record. 3 seasons unbeaten at home. 196 points in the past 2 seasons, like. World champions, Premier League champions, and listen, like, what more can you say? And listen, obviously, I've seen all the. Obviously, I joke about and I get it, but listen, we're double winners, Champions League and Premier League. Take it off us. I dare anyone.
Well, I'm completely behind you on that one, my brother. But Terry, for the other hand, seems to think that we can't dare claim or can't still dare celebrate. Or have pictures with the Champions League trophy, but in my eyes, until someone else lifts it up, it's still ours. So I'm getting rid of all that rubbish right now. But talk to me about the game. I mean, 26 seconds in, Dwight Gale scores. What are you thinking then?
Just thinking, what on earth's going on here? You know what? It comes from Shelby and he's quick thinking.
Brilliant free kick.
Yeah, he's took it really quickly, and then you just look back at his Liverpool career and you just think that. What happened with him? Like, because at one point he was our next breakout star and our next big thing. And yeah, when we go 1-0 down, it's one of them where it's us. We're going to come back regardless of the team that's there. You've got Van Dijk there, as you've shown. You've got Keita, who's really, really coming to his own. And to be honest, I'm kind of gutted that the season's finishing now because he was really starting to hit form.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Cameron, big shout out to Stro for rattling Terry every time he goes on the United Terrace. Listen, Terry's probably going to be drunk right now, celebrating 3rd place.
Yeah.
In the Premier League for 60. What did they get in the end? 66 points.
Yeah.
Come back when you got 96. And we can have a chat. 99. Sorry, we actually have a mass. Sorry,
come back when you get 99.
Exactly. Doyle mentioned there before, Stro, that we could potentially get a striker in. I brought up the notion that we bring back Brewster. David here says, I hope Brewster continues to make progress. he needs starts at Swansea. I mean, I personally, due to the conditions, Dro, of the transfer window now, with everything being inflated, especially players under 25 with great potential, I would personally just go one more season using Origi and Brewster in that kind of backup number 9 position, if you would, because the kid's obviously got bags of talent. He's going to start the semi-final in the Championship playoff. And he might even, if he doesn't come back to Liverpool next season and stays one more season at Cardiff, we might be playing them next season.
Yeah, it's a weird one. My big thing is squad depth. Like we've lost Lallana, Lovren's going, so there's 2 players that have predominantly featured for us this season. So our squad's lighter as it is.
Yeah.
And my big concern is, and I heard what Doyle said and I echoed it, we can't rely on Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, Firmino not getting injured. Like, it's football, anything can happen. And my big worry was, not my big worry, but I've been super critical on when I've been on the football terrace, when I've been on here, and when I've been on my show from a third eye view with Pep and not replacing company. And I think that was his ego, and it's a massive thing. They just stood still and we moved forward. And I don't want us doing that. Listen to the stats I read out at the beginning are phenomenal, and what I'll add to that, I want us to do an actual double, like obviously joking aside about the double and stuff, I want us to do the double next season. I want us to go for everything we can. And I just look at the squad and it's slightly light at the moment. The thing with Brewster, and you look at Danny Ings as a prime example, is they need a run of games to get under the feet. And that's the only thing that worries me, because I don't want a stagnant Brewster's progression, because look at him, he's gone to Swansea, he's doing phenomenal. That goal against Reading the other day, my lord, 40 yards out or something like that, it was absolutely ridiculous. And listen, the kid is massively talented. When the England under-17s won it, it was him and Phil Foden at the heart of it. Them 2 were the ones that ran the show there, and we've got a real talent in there, but we do need to strengthen, because if let's be honest, I absolutely love the kid, but if we're away at Barcelona in a semi-final of the Champions League and we need a goal, are we going to really feel that confident bringing Brewster on at that point? Do you know what I mean?
I hear what you mean, mate. I hear what you mean. Yeah, it's a tough one, especially when every position really is already looked after. An amazing stat heard in the game today: 7 out of our 11 players today have played over 31 league games for us, which some would say, represents that we don't get a lot of injuries. But then if you're looking to bring players in, they'd look at that stat and maybe think, am I going to get a first team chance here? Cameron says, Swansea playing in a bit, would love a Brewster goal. Squad definitely needs depth, would love Thiago and Sabitzer from Leipzig. David says, Thiago, a balanced opinion. Barca didn't want to sell him. Bayern paid his release clause. 6 league titles in a row. Done nothing with Spain and struggled in the Champions League, and his 29 injury problem. One to think about there, maybe. But Stro, thanks so much for coming on. We're going to get through some more people. Big love to you, brother, and I'll definitely see you when the new season starts, or before that, hopefully. Take care, mate. If we just want to go back onto Doyle here, he's still spinning his ball. Love that. A true freestyle that never stops. Love it, my bro. Take care. Right, Darren Whelan, Hitman, I'm coming on to you very shortly, my bro. Please stay with me. Darren, your reaction to this? We need to build a statue of Klopp outside Anfield.
Yes, absolutely, yes. How many times will we sit here and say that we're current league, European, world champions? I'll never be on this show again and say we can say the same. Unbelievable. I'm not going into we're not still champion Europe. When we hand over that trophy, that was end to it. What a season. I mean, 196 points out of 228 points. That is unbelievable. So, yeah, I think in the near future there will be a statue of Klopp. Absolutely, Alex.
Good, man, and I'll be the first one to be down there. Talk to me about the game then, because as we all know now, 30 seconds in, we're 1-0 behind. I mean, my 3-0 prediction goes out the window in the first 30 seconds, sorry. But then it was what I also described in the preview, as I predicted that it would be a hard-fought but comfortable win. And that's what it was in the end. Not too much back chat, really, from Newcastle.
Yeah, after 30 seconds was very comfortable. I thought it was an easy enough game, because I think Keita had a great game. Minamino could have scored. And Virgil van Dijk and Origi actually scored at Newcastle last season. It was Van Dijk that got a goal. So it was very comfortable. I thought Keita brought a lot of energy, creativity. And all in all, it was an easy day. I mean, you look at us, we're stronger than our starting 11. So to do what we've done in that game with the team that we started with us obviously having the league wrapped up, only really to play for to get to 99 points, was an easy day. The opposite thought was on the first goal, Shelby, clever thinking. Newcastle scored, but that can happen to anybody. I mean, 26 seconds is probably one of the quickest ever Premier League goals. But since we conceded that, it was just all Liverpool all day long, very comfortable. And as I said, an easy day at the op. Was very pleased with the 3 points, Alex, and to finish on just 1 point below 100. Unbelievable. I mean, what a time to be a fan. Absolutely, extremely proud. And as I said just a while ago to you, we'll probably never be on this show having this success and this glory again.
True.
And probably not for a while. To be talking, everything's just amazing.
Yeah, you're right, man. We do really have to just drink it all in, as you say, and realise that this time might not just come round again for some time. So 1-1, the really nice kind of weighted lobbed header from Van Dijk, and then a sensational goal for Divock Origi, and then an even better one, in my opinion, from Mane. Going to Origi quick, Darren. I mean, I asked Doyle the same question. Is that the last Origi goal we see in a Liverpool shirt?
No, I personally don't think so. I think what he's done so far at the club, he's deserved his contract that he got this season. He's obviously not a three, but who's going to come into Liverpool and challenge them and be as good? But Origi certainly improved. He's still a young lad. He's under 25. He has obviously improved. He's a super sub, isn't he? I mean, you can put him into any game at any stage, and you're probably going to expect him to just come on and score because of the history with him. But no, I think so personally, Alex, and I hope it's not going to be the last time we see him.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Darren. I really want Divock to stay. I think he can offer us something. Like you mentioned there, 83 appearances off the Premier League subs bench for Origi, the most in Liverpool's history. Didn't score in 23 games, but when he gets that goal tonight, I feel like there's a lot of relief off of his shoulders. He needed that goal before the end of the season. But another person who was so close to getting their first goal was Minamino.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him score. I think he deserved one today. That shot, I mean, he's a good keeper, but what a save he pulled off from him. I just think with Minamino, keep giving him game time, confidence. It's a new league, country set up for him. So it is going to take him. He's been in and out of the team. It's key for anybody. We've seen that with Keita. But Minamino, I think, will become better. And when given his chance, he'll take it. And he was unfortunate today. I would have just loved to see him last game score that goal and go into next season with a bit more confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. The reports from This Is Anfield say that Virgil van Dijk was man of the match. I think apart from the first 20 seconds where Shelby catches us out with that quick free kick, Virgil looked very calm at the back. I mean, going forward into this pre-season now, what players would you expect to really be trying to let's go through the team then. What players next season do you think would be expecting to really push for a first team space? What places are potentially up for grabs, do you think? Or are there any?
I still think the midfield position, possibly midfield. I think attacking, I know there was talk of Coutinho coming in and probably replacing Wijnaldum, but Wijnaldum gives us that defensive he gives us that defensive structure as well. Wouldn't bring us to Wijnaldum's being brilliant. I think maybe obviously our three best midfielders are Fabinho, Henderson and Gini. But there might be a bit of someone to win there and challenge Gini. Keita, Ox can do that, we know, but they need to be given game time. A creative midfielder, I think, Alex, but will Curtis Jones give us that? He's still young, a little bit inexperienced. So I'm looking around, I don't think there'll be any. I think whoever comes in will be possibly a squad team player. I don't think he's going to come and go straight into that starting 11 ahead of anybody at the moment. Personally, I don't think, but let's wait and see.
Lovely, jubbly. Listen, Darren, it's been a pleasure to have you on the Kop TV this season. I'm sure we'll do something over the kind of pre-season going into next season. But listen, hopefully I can either see you at Anfield next season or back on here. It'll be my pleasure. But thanks for coming on and supporting us, mate.
Thank you too. All the best. Come on.
All the best. Good lad.
Cheers, buddy. Take care.
Nice one, brother. Take care. All the best. Right, I'm gonna quickly just go to Mulby Alonso, only because I know he's had a few drinks, and I know he's in Liverpool City Centre right now, and I know he's having a very good time. Talk to me, bro. How's the game from your view?
Yeah, look, damn squib all the way. You've got to look at games like that, and I think the rest of the season where you see teams that have got nothing else to play for. Newcastle didn't have anything to play for. We didn't really have anything to play for. Quality showed out well. Great goals from the lads. Soft corners a couple of times. Minamino was put in a little bit of a role of responsibility where it didn't matter too much for us, and he's done okay. I feel a bit sorry for Minamino because the thing that you've got to remember is he's been brought in, and he's been brought into a flat in the Liverpool City Centre, and then as soon as he's been brought in, within about 4 or 5 weeks, lockdowns happened, so he can't go home. He's speaking to his family, everyone's lonely. He's had a bit of a tough time, so I think we should judge him on that. Like, really, he's got a great touch. He's a good lad. He's obviously humble, and I don't think we should judge him too much. So we look about how he does next season, because he's obviously a great player. We've seen when he played for Salzburg, was it? When
scored at Anfield.
Yeah, he played really well there, and I think we've got to look at that type of thing to see where we're going to judge his performance. Naby Keita, he's looking better and better.
A lot better.
When the pressure's on, he has to do it for me now, because he's done it when the pressure's not on. He's had a good time when the pressure's not on. He's speaking English, he's speaking Scouse. Now we've all seen that video. Naby lad, yes lad. We're all happy with it. But let's see if he can do it when the pressure's on, which will be first 3 games next season. The pressure's going to be on. First game next season. If we don't win the first game next season, the Twitter arty, you're going to be going mad, going Liverpool is shite and all that. The pressure's going to be on for the first game next season. So let's see if he can do it when the pressure's on. Naby Keita. Let's see if Minamino can do it when the pressure's on. The big three had a rest today, and you've had a rest really since we won it. So let's see how that all develops. Those 3, Minamino, Keita, let's see how everyone develops in the start of next season, because really that's the most important thing. Now we've had the date. It starts on the 12th of September, and we're going to see how it all develops, because if we don't win that first game, the way the league's going now, questions are going to be asked. And I am not critical for our players. You've seen me on here before. I'm happy for our players to be given a stay of execution where possible. But that first game, we don't know who it's against. We've got to win that, because it's massive. If we're going to think about winning the league next season, which we all want to, we all think we should, and the way the season's gone, the points gap between us and Man City is massive. So for Liverpool to be a success next season, we've got to at least win the league, and that's going to start with winning the first game next season.
Absolutely, Mulby. I'm going to let you get off. I hope you have a great day, mate. And
I'm glad, mate. I'm going back in here. It's the Liverpool Underground Gin Society. I've been bladdered all day. It's the end of the season. Probably one of the best seasons I've ever remembered. So I'm sorry to take up a bit of airtime. Love you, mate. Take it easy.
Love you, mate. Take care, my brother. All the best. I'll see you soon. Wow, Mulby Alonso, definitely one of my favourites we've had on this season. Another one of my favourites. Sorry for the wait, bro. It's been an emotional one, as you've seen. But Hitman is back. Talk to me about that game, my bro.
You know what? Typical end of the season game. Not too much on it, but we got the 3 points. That's all that matters, really. So, one of them ones.
Yeah, I mean, the first 30 seconds were just an absolute lapse of concentration, and we've let Gale in, who, not for the first time in his career, has scored against us. And then Virgil with a beautiful header. I mean, he scores 5 league goals this season, which is a great return for a centre-back. Divock Origi, absolute stunning goal. And then Mane comes on and chips in with one at the end.
Trademark.
It's trademark, isn't it?
Yeah, cut in, whip it in, bottom left or top right. He always does it, man. I'm happy with the performance, to be fair. squad players got some minutes. Minamino is getting better each game, to be fair. You can see the confidence building. Almost scored today as well. So, you know what? I reckon good pre-season under his belt, is going to come firing next season. I think him and probably Naby might be the two to watch next season.
Yeah, I mean, great shout. I think Naby Keita, as we've all seen since the restart, has probably been our best player. I think that's quite fair to say. And I know you're a big Naby Keita fan. He talked to me about the second goal. Divock Origi scores it. It's his first goal for 23 games since the Everton game in December. Great moment for him. I mean, he was, I think, getting subbed off anyway because he did come off about a minute later. But maybe he knew that and thought, I might not have too long in my Liverpool career left, and he goes out with a bang potentially.
I think he's safe, to be fair. The fact that they gave him a new contract last season, he's played some important parts for Liverpool, you know what I mean? But I think what let him down is not consistent enough. Like today, he scored that goal, but literally 10 minutes before that, he had the ball literally the same position, and he passed it. And I think that's what his problem is with Liverpool. I don't know. I just think his confidence is low. When he gets in them positions, he's got to be shooting. He can't be passing it. Where when he got the ball and in his shot, he scores. So I think next season, if we keep Brewster or we sign another striker, it keeps him on his toes, and Firmino.
Yeah, talks earlier about bringing Brewster back, but we did well today in terms of strikers. Goals from Origi and Mane. Salah hit the post as well. He was trying to chip in and get that 20-goal landmark that would have actually joined him up with Roger Hunt in terms of being the only Liverpool player to score 23 years in a row. That's right. So, listen, a lot of positives to take from the game today. To be honest, it's pretty much kind of par for the season to kind of win away 3-1. I think we've won the most away wins that we've ever won in the season. I think Stroke pointed that out. I think we've equalled the most wins, 96 points.
Second highest points
3 years
in the league as well.
Second highest points. I mean, genuinely. I mean,
Amazing
today,
season.
obviously, we had some incredible celebrations in the week outside Anfield, which you can obviously see on the Kop TV. But I think what we have to do is look back on this season with almost absolute disbelief, mate, because when are we going to see something like this again?
The thing is, it wouldn't surprise me if we won the league next season. And why I say that, we haven't won the league. It's not just off this season.
Yeah.
Last season,
it's the momentum.
It's the momentum. Klopp has showed the look, for us to match Man City, we can't afford to be losing any games. Last season, the points tally we had would have won the league in most seasons.
Yeah. In any league, pretty much.
Any league. So we've literally done the same thing, carried on the momentum. And I think we're just going to get even better, to be honest, if I'm being honest, because there's so much room for improvement. Salah, if he gets more clinical, there's no team that's going to play us. Salah misses about, all right, then he's scored 19 goals this season and he's missed about 20 one-on-ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if we get all them bits there intact, the sharpness, the finishing, become more clinical, because I think we haven't been at our best this season attacking wise, and look how much we blew the league. You know what I mean? So if we get all of them parts intact, I think we're really going to be unstoppable. With a few more additions, we need a backup left back.
Backup left back for sure. A few words on what happened elsewhere in the league today. So we now know Bournemouth, Watford, and Norwich go into the Championship, which is unbelievable when you think of the fact that we lost 3-0 to Watford, for example, in March. The fact that Bournemouth now have probably been in the league for a good 5 years, and Norwich are a bit of a yo-yo club.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth's time was coming to an end, to be fair. Like, they've had a good run. Based off the players they've got and all the teams around them, how they're getting stronger, Bournemouth have done well to survive that long, to be honest. They don't really spend much. Watford, the same. They was always going to go. But with Watford, I'll take a few players from their players. You know what I mean? I'll take probably...
Sarr.
Yeah, Sarr, definitely. I'll take Ismaili Sarr, definitely. I'll probably take Decore as well.
I
Like,
like the
I'll take
call. I mean,
the two of them.
yeah, I think because we've got Fabinho, but then again, you know,
And this is the
Lallana's
thing,
left. We do need a backup.
and this is the thing, we don't have a backup for Fabinho, and this is the
Yeah.
problem. When he don't play, you see the difference. Like, no disrespect to Hendo, he's a quality player. Well, he's not Fabinho. You need someone who's going to come in and play exactly the same. And every time I watch the core, it's just like, I just think all the time, he would be such an amazing backup for Fabinho. They both play exactly the same.
So you're saying he'd be amazing backup for Fabinho. Arsenal are saying he'd be amazing to go straight in the first team. If you could pick out your top target for this summer hits, who would it be? Darren asks here.
My top target. Maybe a winger. Like, we need backup wingers, man. Like, that's what worries me the most. I think everywhere else we can get by, but if there's no Mane or Salah, that's where we're going to struggle. I'm not really confident with Ox on the wings, and I don't really rate Origi on the wings. So I'd like to get a winger. Who? It's a hard one. Who could come in and play for us? Like,
that's the thing. There's a lot of names.
Havertz would be amazing because he can play anywhere across the top, and probably Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey, Badman striker. Leon Bailey, big fan of him.
Ideal.
I think Arsenal. Yeah, I think Arsenal would like. I think there's been some talks there between them and Bailey, but I mean, the third goal that goes in today to really just top off the kind of season in general was a classic. Mane drops the left, comes in, flings it top bins. I mean, he makes it look so easy, but that's a tough finish.
Easy. Yeah, it's quality. Like, that's world-class play. Like, only Mane can actually do that finish. Like, it's silly. He slows down, cuts in, and he's done that probably about 10 times in his Liverpool career already.
Arsenal, he did.
Yeah, Arsenal. He done the similar one first game of the season, but he come inside and hit him with his left.
Yeah,
so he's just, to be fair, he's been my player of the season. No disrespect to Hendo, but Mane, he's carried us this season. Remember, there's been times where I don't think we're going to win. Mane's come up with a goal, or he's been outstanding this season. I think it was a tough on him to not get player of the season, but hopefully next season he gets it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one when we talk about next season. As you know, there's so many things that could happen, could not happen. It's tough to predict anything at this stage with players coming in and out. Definitely. But what you would say, and it builds on what you were just talking about, the momentum we've shown across 2, maybe 3 now years is absolutely, without question, more consistent than Man City. Are we the favourites going into next season now?
I think, definitely. Just by the way we've won the league this season, bear in mind, everyone was having a go at us in the summer saying, how come we ain't bought no one? We only really bringing Harvey Elliott.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone was saying, Liverpool, I've been at Mino in January, so 2 signings all season. To win the league how we've won it, it's been amazing. And to think that we can get better, and if we add more players, we're going to get stronger again. So I think Man City know that they've got a lot to do to catch us up. It's not no short-term replacement, you know what I mean? They've got to do a lot of repairing in the summer. So I think the pressure's on City more than Liverpool, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Obviously, City win today. Man United and Chelsea join us and City in the Champions League next season. I know, bro, you were hoping for a Leicester performance there.
I mean, man,
listen, we've had the best season we've ever, but there is still a tiny bit of me, and it would be exactly the same if it was the other way around. Don't get me wrong. There's a tiny bit of me that doesn't like the fact that United are going to be in the Champions League next season.
Now, you know what? Yeah, it is. I know why I say they can attract big players being in the Champions League. Like, they really can. It's Man United. That's the only thing that stopped them attracting players. They're never in the Champions League. So all them Jade and Sancho talks, they become reality now because they're in the Champions League. So it's a tough one. I hate Man United. I'll hate them forever. But it's good for them to be in the Champions League. Can't knock Ollie. He's done well in his first full season. You know what I mean? So fair play to them, and fair play to Lampard. First season in the Premier League, Champions League.
Yeah, Hard Code says next season is going to be harder as City and Chelsea are going to compete with us. That's why they're spending big. The problem with this is, I think Liverpool fans sometimes think or assume that we have to spend big just to keep up with everyone else. But what Klopp has so beautifully done.
A lot of Liverpool fans worry too much.
Yeah, you're right, bro. So what Klopp has done.
It doesn't worry me, Chelsea. Like, Chelsea don't worry me. Like, they come, like, if you see what they're doing, they're buying a load of attacking players, and they've got about 100 attacking players already. So until I see them buying world-class centre-backs and a world-class goalkeeper, they're just going to be the same, pushing for top 4. The team that worries me the most will be Man United, because they're a big club who can draw big players. So if Man United bring in 5 world-class players in the summer, I really think they could push City and Liverpool.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, I mean, listen, we've all got our fingers crossed for what could potentially be next season. But right now, get back to your function that you're at there, bro. I know you're looking after some food today, so get on top of that. Hopefully I'll see you very soon. It's been a great season, and we'll have a drink tonight, I'm sure.
Bro.
All the best, bro. Take care, man.
Sweet, bro.
So then, what an emotional rollercoaster it's been this season for Liverpool and Liverpool fans. I mean, from day one, the first game of the season at Norwich, I remember I was at it thinking this could be a special season. But no way, really, did I ever think that we'd go 99 points in this season. Incredible, really. Sorry, I had a few drinks. We've actually won and drawn with City in terms of the most Premier League wins in the season in 34 games. So incredible achievement from Jurgen Klopp and all the players. I think if anyone offered any of us watching now or any of the subscribers of the Kop TV 99 points at the start of the season, of course we would have taken that. So an absolute roller coaster of a season. Couldn't do it again in Europe. I think if we had Alisson in goal, maybe we would have won that as well this season, but it wasn't to be. But no one can now deny that we are the best team in England. And it's an absolute beautiful moment to be able to share that with all of the subscribers here. Obviously, we started the Kop TV in January. So to have started the channel in the year that we win the league after 30 years is incredible. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the good luck charm following Liverpool around. Who knows? All I can tell you is that next season we go, as soon as we can, and it's safe to, we go back to being at every single game, home and away, following the boys, and speaking to the beautiful fans outside the stadiums again. I can't wait for that day. In the meantime, guys, please like, comment this video. It's the last one of the season, so please, the season finale deserves a lot of love. Thanks to every single person this season who's come on the fan cam, whether that's been in person or online. You've been a great help in terms of giving that stand, the all-important, the Kop stand, the voice that it now has on YouTube. And we do like to call ourselves the voice of the most famous stand in football. And I think we've achieved that, especially by winning the league this season. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm going to have a lie down because it's been a long season. We're champions of England. We're still champions, reigning champions of Europe. And of course, we're champions of the world as well. Drink it in, Reds. It's not going to happen every day, I promise you. This kind of stuff does not come around all the time. If you haven't already, please, after this video finishes, head over to the main channel and watch It Means Everything and have a little drink and a cry, because it's an emotional video. We've just hit over 1,500 views. So please add that into your watching playlist and share that as well and give it a like. But all I can say now is as one season finishes with 99 points, we can't wait for next season to start so we can try and beat that again, just like we beat the record from last season. Let's go up another level, Liverpool, and show absolutely no mercy in trying to get our 20th title next season. But now Of course, let's enjoy the 19th title. And of course, I'm still going to be delivering the Top of the Kops content every Tuesday on the Kop TV. I'm sure we'll figure out something else to do as well during the off season. But there's only a few weeks until pre-season begins, and I'm sure we'll be out and about then. So, guys, as always, it's much love. You'll never walk alone, and I'll see you next season. Take care. All the best.